Hello everyone, I am your trainer Maurice Munene. In today's session, I am going to take you through how to display numbers between maybe 1 and 25, and also how to display odd numbers and even numbers in C++ using the for loop. Also, later on we are going to discuss on how we can sum the two numbers A and B. And with me, to start maybe with, I'm going to use the code block. I'm going to use the code block which has a compiler, so I can launch the code block that is located under my taskbar. I can click on it to launch. So when I click, it starts to load. So this is an open source, and that's the interface of it. So to start maybe a new project, you can click on create a new project, and then for us we need a basic, so we click on the console application and then we click go. So everything we want to skip that page, so we can maybe click on next and ensure that you are in the C+ language. Next, and then here we can give the name. We can give variables, like maybe I can give the BV, or no, not in issue. I can use my name, that is Maurice, and ensure that it is .cpp. So I can the location, maybe I need to change the directory. Let me leave next, and then ensure that you have the gnu.gssc compiler and leave everything as it is. You can click finish. So you're in now to view your project. You can activate the project under the view. Click on view project, and then you can see, you click we have the Maurice. You can click the positive to see the main. You can expand this a bit, the main project, and there we have the basic blocks of the C++. So for our case, we are going to retain the hash include and also using the std int main. For this statement, maybe we are not going to maintain these, but meanwhile we can create our own variables when it is still there. Remember, everything in between these will be executed. So we can give a space, a blank space, and then declare our first variable, which is the int maybe a. Is the int a. Then remember to terminate every statement with a semicolon, and then we can also have our loop, that is the for loop. Then we initialize our variable, which is a is equals to 1, because we need to display 1 to 25. Then separate them with a semicolon, and then we give a condition that a should be maybe less or equal to 25, and then we put a semicolon also here, and then we can give the updater. And in this case, we can say that a is equals to a plus 2, or maybe we can use, for the first, we can use the incremental sign, that is a plus plus, so that can increase after it gives a result a. Then we can give the statement to be executed inside. We can maybe we can copy paste our C out here because we no longer need it, but no, let us write ours. We can give a statement that is a C out. Then we give the strings of operators here. Remember, we can give our variable here. Don't put the variable under the quote. Then ensure that the number goes to its line. We can give the end line, and we have forgotten the insertion pointer there, and L, and then we terminate it with a semicolon. Then now we don't need the last part, the last statement. We don't to see out it, and then we can retain the return code O to ensure that everything we can learn. And there we have the numbers from 1 to 25, 1 to 25, and to 25. So let us display the odd numbers. Close that. To display the odd numbers, we just need to edit the updater a bit there. We need to update the editor by putting a plus, and then we put a 2, and then we can learn it Remember that one is a is equals to a plus 2. You can learn it. So you can see the difference is a, 3, 5. So all those are the even numbers. We can maybe that is a 25. So if we cancel this, we are going to have, and then we put it as a maybe is equals to a plus 2. You'll realize it is just the same, and we're going to display the same numbers, and then we can learn it. So you realize we are going to have the same numbers. So if we want to display the the even numbers, it's just the same. What we need is to change is just the initialization. We initialize a is equals to 0, and then we learn it. A is equals to 0, and then we can learn it. So you realize that now we have the even numbers between 0 to 25. 0 to 25. So let us try to sum the numbers between two numbers, maybe a and b, and then we are going to maybe say that the a is equals to 2 and the b is equals to 6. And the first thing that we need to do is to declare these variables. You can declare these variables. Let us edit the one that we have. So we have declared a, so we don't need to declare a, we declare b. Declare b because we have, it is a range of two numbers. Then because we need the sum also, we can declare the variable. We can also, maybe we can initialize the 2, and then also we initialize the b to 6 because we want to get the numbers between 2 and 6, between 2 and 6. Also we need to declare another variable, which is the sum. So we have int sum, and then we can initialize it to 0. Remember to terminate with a semicolon. Then also, because we are going to use a loop, we can also have another that variable, which is the index, or int I, and then we terminate it with a semicolon. Then we can use this I, or the index, to our loop, and say that maybe our I is equals maybe greater than 2, and with the colon we can put the other I less than b. Also even for the 2, we are supposed to have the variable a, that is the one that we should be referencing in that situation. So here we have I should be less than b, and also we change the 2 to a, and then here also we can have the updater, which will be our high incremented, or use the high plus. So we also need to have another condition, which will be the sum maybe is equals to sum plus 1, or we can just put it to be sum plus is equals to 1, which is read as the sum is equals to sum plus 1. And maybe we are not interested with the end condition there. Let us try to output it. We see maybe what we are going to get, but of course it will give us an error because that one is just an updater. So remember, we can do away with that library condition, that is the function cout. We bring it out of that updater. Here we see if we are going to rectify the problem. So let us screen this, we see, and then bring it outside the curly braces. We work it on the curly braces. So here we are going to see out, and then we can have the string insertion operator. Then we put something under the quotes which will be read in the screen, some, maybe his, and then we put a colon, and then we can reference our variable which was the sum. Let us reference our variable which is the sum. Then we can maybe try to run it. Yeah, so there is no error, but it is getting the initial value. I think this one is an error that I need you to take some times and correct it, so that you can give me a feedback in the next video. Even if you try to rectify this int sum and put remove the initialization, it won't still give you. So student, I want you to give me that in our next session. So, and I think this brings us to the end of this session. Make sure that you subscribe, you like, and you share if maybe you found it benefit, so that it can be able to reach more students and be of good benefit. Thank you.